These seven habits can actually change your entire success of your life. Now, before even entering into this, I want to give you a word of caution. I'm sure if you are really dedicated, you will see this entire video till the end. Otherwise, a lot of people will stop their videos in between because these success habits are known only to limited people, and those who practice this on daily basis face lot of challenges to complete, because success is not the cup of tea for everyone. So write down in the comment box if you are committed to complete all the seven habits and practically going to continue for a longer period of time. I can tell you the success is guaranteed. Yes, the success is guaranteed. For this, you have to listen to this video till the end. At the same point of time, follow these seven practices for continuous at least 1 year. That can actually change your entire lifestyle. So let's dive deep into it and see what are the seven habits. So number one habit over here, that is about listening to strangers secret. Now most of you would not know what is strangers secret, so go on the YouTube and try type down strangers secret by the Earl Nightingale, and I'll tell you that that is a 35 minutes video. Listen to it. It is in English, it is in Hindi, and you will find in other languages also. It's one of the hidden secrets that very few people practically know about it, and since it is 35 minutes, people tend to take it lightly. But my dear friends, let me tell you one thing. If you really want pearls, it's never easy, and for that, how much dedicated are you to get success in your life will depend upon this kind of learning. So remember to go and check out the Earl Nightingale after you complete this video, because the other six habits are very, very important, and the last one is the most beautiful. So if you don't know me, my name is Amit Kothari, and I've been there in the insurance training industry since last 21 years. So if you are somebody who really wants to get deeper into it, you can join my community and be there. Now let me go to the point number two. So the first point is listening to Earl Nightingale, and the name of the video is Stranger's Secret. You can check it out on the YouTube. Now point number two is doing meditations. Sir, what is this? I'm expecting sales to happen. I'm more interested in sales. Remember, my dear friends, as I told you, success is a habit. And for getting into habit, the number one thing that is required is a peaceful mindset that gives you a clear, defined clarity about where you want to reach within a time frame that you have decided for your success. So immediately think about what is the kind of garbage that happens in our brain on daily basis. Is our mind commanding that we are going to get success, or it is always having a doubt? Remember, the brain has a habit of keeping you in the comfort zone. So whenever you want to try something extraordinary, the brain starts resisting. Like right now, if you're checking out with the video, stop this video, let's go to another video, let's jump into something else. This is what the brain habit is, to practically keep you engaged with some or the other kind of a thought and not letting you focus on the real task that can actually help you to bring results. And that is happens with the meditation. When you practice meditation for 15 minutes every day, if you can do twice a day, it's fantastic. If you're doing once a day, at least for 15 minutes, let your entire waves of your thoughts settle down so that you can practically check it out to understand what is the real thing that you want to achieve in life. Where do you want to reach? What are the targets that you have for yourself? What are the activities that needs to be done? And I'll tell you, after a few days you will find some ideas popping in which is good and in sync with yourself. Remember, we keep on learning a lot of things, but what is good for me may not be necessarily good for somebody else. And for that, you need to practically check it out, that what is the best possible thing, that is with the help of meditation. So the second best important practice is meditation. Now, let me deep dive into the third point, and that is affirmations. Let me ask you, if our mind continuously talks to us, what are the kind of inputs that the brain gives to us? Whether it talks me about success, whether it talks about achievements, whether it talks about great ideas, or it talks about helplessness, it talks about resistance, it talks about negative thoughts. And remember, when you affirm with yourself about your goals, about your financial goals, about your relationship goals, about your health goals, about your wealth goals, about your client goals, and that is the time when I need to talk to myself with the help of affirmations. Now, if you are really interested to get affirmations, I have kept a link in the download section. Click to that link, and that's going to give you all the possible affirmations that you need for your health, wealth, happiness, client goal, and most of the things that I have told you is there into that particular sheet. So you can download it, take a printout of it, and practically use it for your purpose. So number one scenario, I told about stranger's secret. Number two, I discussed about meditation. And number three is affirmation. Now, how do you affirm? Affirm with your present tense. I am successful. I am wealthy. I am healthy. Now, when it comes to it, when you practically go through that entire PDF, which is given in the description, you can click and you can download that particular stuff. And that is going to be game changer if you practice this and listen this on daily basis. So number three is about the practice of affirmations. Let's go to the point number four is visualization. Now, do you visualize yourself to be a successful person? Now, whatever that you keep on visualizing, the brain does not understand the real incidents and the visualized incidents. Practically, if you think, fear is something that comes to your way even when you start thinking about it, even though that's a not real, it is not a reality, it is a perspective. And even in that perspective, the mind suddenly starts giving you panic attacks. Imagine the power of mind, imagine the power of visualization. The moment you start visualizing that you are successful, the moment you start visualizing in front of your client and picking up the check, automatically the heart feels happy. And that's where the power works. Our brain releases that kind of energy that can practically help you to take your state of mind to the level of success. And that's where visualization plays an important role. Now, most of us, we are so much busy into our world that we don't do visualization at all. Now start thinking about, you are achieving a trophy of MDRT, you are achieving a trophy of COT, you are achieving a TOT. Now imagine, it does not mean that when you are when you are visualizing, it does not mean that you are not going to act. Okay, so most of the people, they tell me, Amit, if I keep on visualizing, will it happen? It will give you ideas that you can execute for action. There is no magic, by the way, that if you don't act, everything will come up. No, you have to practically act, because the universe is going to show you some ideas, some actions that you need to perform to reach at that particular destination. And that happens with the help of visualization. So now let's go with the point number five, is reading at least 10 pages. Amit, what should I read for 10 pages? Whatever the skill that you have to develop, it may be prospecting, it may be closing, it may be objection handling, it may be, how do I take appointments? I go and see what is the kind of good news that helps me for my presentation purpose. And that's where the entire magic happens. If you do not develop yourself in skills, however good you are at with your public speaking or good, but the skills are poor, the closing will get impacted. So if you want to actually develop with your skill, we have a training programs. You can attend our training programs, register for the courses, and see the kind of magic that happens. So many participants have got new prospects from online. So many participants are in a position to practically do better closing because they have increased their awareness towards the skill that they have and where they want to reach. So ensure that you are practically reading at least 10 pages every day. Now it looks very small, right? But I tell you, when you start reading it, sir, what do I say? When I start reading, I feel sleepy, or it's, too much of time. I don't have that time. Remember, that is why successful people are less and struggling people are more. If you want to become successful, choose this path. If you are still happy with whatever that you do, continue what you're doing. But these are the habits of Morning habits, if you have with your own self, I can guarantee you the level of success that can bring to your life. Point number 6 is attitude of gratitude. Okay, so a lot of people have a lot of complaints for life, complaint for family, complaint for officers, complaint for company, complaint for government. Remember, when you are into your complaint mode, you have stopped your creative mode. And when you start doing creative, all these areas practically start helping you in a different way with the help of gratitude. Remember, the energy creates your success. If your energy is powerful, you are going to attract powerful things. If your energy is always in the complaint mode, you will start complaining for every smallest thing that's possible. Remember, all successful people in life, whosoever that you consider, see them. Are they complaining or they are acting? They are practically acting their role as the best. It may be an industrialist, it may be a sports person, it may be any film star, whosoever that you observe, they are in action mode and never in a complaint mode. So either you have two choices: either you keep on complaining or you start acting. Move every one step forward towards your success. And remember, for success, it is a continuous practice. My mentor always says success is shabby, looks like great, but at the same point of time, whenever we need to keep our actions on the repeated side, it looks very shabby. Point number 7, and the most important aspect which we keep on neglecting, and that is our health. Good work requires good energy, and good energy happens with good workouts or some yoga or some walks. Now I want you to rethink on yourself that either I are we actually doing some or the other kind of physical exercise that keeps us into momentum. Okay, a lot of us, we start something, we stop something. We start morning walk, we stop morning walk. We start yoga, we stop yoga. We go to gym, again we stop. Remember, that is a pattern of starting, stopping in between, starting, stopping in between. And remember, this pattern is continued in many phases of your life. If you can identify some of the phases, it may be work, it may be prospecting, it may be something that you start and you stop, you get disinterested for within small point of time. If you recollect all these things, type down in the chat box and start taking an action mode in your life, that from today onwards I'm going to follow the path of success and do whatever it takes for success. See you then in the other video. Stay tuned. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe the channel and share this video to those you find that this information will be useful. Thank you so much and bye bye. Love to see your comments. God bless.